Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is Kevin and Wow Chill Immersion, and we are back with Bentonis the Human Rogue. This is episode 4. So we're 9th level. We're still in Elwynn, a very wet Elwynn Forest today. So let's check out our map and let's see what we got going on today. So today we are going to head to the eastern end of Elwynn Forest. We're going to meet up with Guard Thomas, who we've been told needs some help at the eastern end of Elwynn Forest. So we're going to see what we can do to further the aims of Stormwind and Stormwind Militia. Haven't been on for a while. I do always kind of like the rain and the atmospheric effects that are in the game. It definitely gives it a gloomy feel, especially depending on the zones that you're in. So this is Elwynn Forest. Once again, the human starting area. Looks like we're just about halfway through level 9. We'll be hitting level 10, and then we'll be able to start grabbing talents for Bentonis. Not sure exactly what route I want to go with that. I think we're going to kind of go with a subtlety route, which for Classic isn't always the most efficient. I think a sword-based leveling is usually a little bit more efficient, but man, Sub-Rogue is just so much fun. A lot of defensive tools, a lot of really good, better stealth. The stealth is faster, it refreshes faster. You can get closer up to enemies without them detecting you because you can put points into, I forget which one it is, but it makes your stealth as if you're a couple levels higher. So that might be the way we go. And eventually you get up to Hemorrhage, which is, just an excellent combo point builder. Basically, it replaces Sinister Strike. However, last time I was in town, I did pick up the sword skill. So we can certainly change our minds on what build we do. We could still go with a combat sword-based build, but we'll see. And here's Guard Thomas at the eastern end of Elwynn Forest at the bridge.
Well met.
Hello, citizen. You look like a man with a purpose. Do you have any business with the Stormwind Army? Well, absolutely. That's what we've been working with. Yes, Murlocs have settled in and around the streams of eastern Elwynn. We don't know why they are here, but they are aggressive and at least semi-intelligent. So, find the lost guards. A few days ago, we sent 2 guards, Rolf and Malachi, to investigate along the river, and they have not yet returned. To complete my report, I must know what happened to those men. Travel north along the river and find the guards, or their remains. Well, that certainly sounds a little gloomy. He has a second quest for us: protect the frontier. Hail, Bentonis. Wild animals are growing more and more aggressive the farther we get from Goldshire, and the East Vale logging camp suffers nearly constant attacks. Well, that's unfortunate. We do have some weather in the area, so let's pop back in there. I apologize for that. Okay.
King's honor, friend.
Anyways. Hail, Bentonis. Wild animals are growing more and more aggressive the farther we get from Goldshire, and the East Vale logging camp suffers nearly constant attacks from wolves and bears. We could use your help out here. So we got to kill 8 prowlers and 5 young forest bears.
Be careful.
Come back and speak with guard Thomas. So we'll just start following this river. We have to find the 2 guards that they sent out to go check on the Murlocs or their remains. Meanwhile, we're going to look for prowlers and young forest bears. So here's a young forest bear right here. Uh-oh, might have to take out some of these wolves while we're at it, just to get to where the prowlers are. I definitely know that there are prowlers and bears at the other end, further east of the East Vale logging camp.
I need a target.
So we may make our way to the other side eventually. At this rate, we're going to level pretty quickly, I think. And level 10, we will have to run back into town. Because I think we get some pretty significant skills at level 10. Looks like we have found what looks like some ribs and some meat down here. So it doesn't bode well for our 2 guardsmen we're searching for. A half-eaten body. Find the lost guards. Although much has been stripped from the corpse, strewn nearby is a medallion with the words Footman Malachi Stone etched upon it. Oh, that's too bad. Discover Rolf's fate. Upon further searching the area, you find webbed footprints leading east along the shore of Stone Cairn Lake. In the distance to the east, you can just barely see a Murloc village. Perhaps Rolf's fate ended there. Essentially further east here. So we'll cross this river. They're probably quite dangerous with the Murlocs. And there we go. We can see their shelters up ahead. Level 10 for these guys. If I recall, I think Rolf's body is like in the midst of those shelters there, so probably far too dangerous to us to approach it right now. Although sometimes you'll see other people questing out this way too. And with more people, it's a little bit easier to clear some of this out. There might be somebody around. Here's a bear corpse here. I think we're going to edge away from these Murlocs just yet. And there's a prowler, so let's see if we can concentrate on those prowlers and the bears to get ourselves up to level 10. I'm just going to strip these corpses here of their skins. trying to be on the lookout for if we can get a sword. And maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll kind of determine which path we take based on what kind of weapons we have by the time we level. If we get a decent green sword, then it might be worthwhile to go ahead and do a combat route. Otherwise, we may just stick with the sub-road route, because it's definitely fun. It's my favorite class in the game, particularly on a PvP server. So sub-rogue may not be quite as useful here on a PvE server, but regardless, we'll see how it goes. I do see the quest completion mark on our map there. That is probably Rolf's Bait, and as you can see, it's kind of deep in the Murloc area. So I think we're going to kind of avoid that just for now. We'll just concentrate on these bears and prowlers. Okay, that does it for the prowlers. Now we need to find some of those bears. Although the problem is, there's some bears over there. Still got a lot of prowlers around here too, so we may have to fight our way to the bears. Okay, 2 more bears to find. Whoa, you gotta be careful. A lot of prowlers around here too. Although I think this prowler just may level us up. So we're definitely going to return back to Goldshire, probably Hearthstone our way back. There we go, level 10. So let's go ahead and Hearthstone back to Goldshire. Speak with our trainer at the inn. And then we'll decide on a good talent point to go ahead and pick up. We have a quest as well.
Hey there.
So let's get our training here. I am in need of training. Let's cut this down to just available. Oh, quite a few. Quite a few. Ooh. Okay, we have a little bit of a money problem. So we have all 4 of these skills are absolute must-haves. So we kind of have a problem.
Safe travels. Need help?
Very well. Look what the cat brought in. How can I help you, Rogue? Seek out SI-7. The badge? Oh, it's nothing, fish. Nothing you can handle anyhow. By the looks of you, I'd say Matthias is likely to mistake you for the cheese delivery boy instead of a proper rogue. Well, regardless, I've been assigned a job and I've made a promise to deliver on that job. Speaking of which, deliver this package to Matthias, and he may give you a small task or 2. Get cracking.
Have a good one.
Well, I did put some stuff up in the auction house. And I see that I've got some mail, so perhaps we've got a little bit of coin waiting for us in the mailbox. Oh, we do have a few things. Oh, very good. 5 copper ore, we made 22 silver and 88 copper. There we go. Okay. Some rough stone made us just over a silver. Stringy wolf meat made us almost 2 silver. Chunk of boar meat, 19 silver there. Chunk of boar meat, 3 silver there. Okay, so we have 51 silver, so we're no longer in any money trouble. Let's go back up and talk to this pleasant lady. Karen Silvius.
Well met.
We're going to pick up all 4 of these.
See you around.
Alright, slice and dice. Very, very important skill moving forward. So we're going to add this to our taskbar. Okay, we also got sprint. We'll drop this, we'll put our sprint right here. As a matter of fact, okay. Alright, I was just checking to see what changes when I go into stealth. Okay, dual wield is passive.
I can't do that yet.
And then we're going to put sap on our stealth bar here. So for now, we'll just put it right here. So slice and dice, that gives us the ability, we spend combo points and allows us to make some faster attacks. I think we're 20% faster. Yes. And the length of time that it's active for depends on how many combo points we spend. Sprint, of course, gives us a 15-second movement boost, 50% movement boost. Dual wield allows us to have 2 weapons now, so we're going to have to spend some money here and, well, sell our things here and then see if we can't find a second weapon. And then finally, sap gives us some crowd control. That allows us to basically... Let's read up what it says. Incapacitate a target for up to 25 seconds. Must be stealth. Only works on humanoids that are not in combat. Any damage caused will revive the target. Only one target may be sapped at a time. So it does allow us to take out at least one humanoid out of a combat. Gives us a little bit of ability to kind of control a crowd of creatures. Okay, our next decision is our talents. So here's our choices. We can go with a combat build, which will most certainly be based around using swords. And typically what you would start with that is probably the improved Sinister Strike. That brings down the cost of Sinister Strike. Right now, Sinister Strike costs 45 energy. And by spending 2 points in improved Sinister Strike, it brings that down to 40. Our other option is the Subtlety build, which will basically begin with probably Master of Deception. Reduces the chance enemies have to detect you while in stealth mode. So a build like this would basically use our next 10 levels to improve our stealth, our Master Deception, and then our Camouflage, which increases our speed stealth and reduces the cooldown of stealth by a second for each one. But as soon as we do those, we do get some very handy talents. Ghostly Strike is really handy. That increases your dodge chance by 15%. Serrated Blades, which will increase, well, actually ignores 16% of the target's armor and increases our damage dealt by the Rupture by 10%. Although I don't really use Rupture a whole lot. But you're eventually building up to Hemorrhage. Okay, well, since this is a PvE server, I think we're going to go ahead and start on a combat build. And then once we get strong enough to about 30th level or so, where you can actually build up Subtlety till you get Hemorrhage, we can go with the combat build. And then come around level 30, we can rethink it and perhaps respec into Subtlety. Combat definitely makes leveling a little bit easier. Eventually you get things like, I don't remember what they were, Blade Fury, that allows you to increase your attack speed by 20%, in addition to attack strike an additional nearby opponent. So it gives you a little bit more of an area of effect, combat ability. So let's go ahead and go with the improved Sinister Strike. And now we're going to be definitely on the lookout for some swords. Dagger use is just not quite as handy as swords are here in Classic. I think in TBC, daggers become a lot more handy. Let's see if we can just purchase a sword.
What are you looking for?
There's a Gladius for 5 silver 36. We're just going to sell these. We're not really using them much. We do have some things that we can sell in the auction house. So for now, what do we say that we just go ahead and grab a Gladius? I don't really want to waste time running back to Stormwind on video.
Safe travels.
So we'll go ahead and we'll equip the Gladius. And we'll put our stiletto in our offhand. So there we go. We are dual wielding now. We have a Gladius sword and still have our stiletto in our offhand. There we go. We do have some pretty good increased combat capability now. Okay. So looks like we're ready to kind of move back to Eastern Elwynn. I think we'll go ahead and head back east. Oh, we can't forget to take out Princess here too. We're down that way. But it looks like we can take a couple more forest bears along the way. So our improved Sinister Strike has brought the energy cost of Sinister Strike down to 42. And like I said, we spend one more point on that once we reach 11th level, and that'll bring that cost down to 40. Now, of course, it's the first time we're really using a sword, so it's going to take a bit for our sword level, or our sword skill to skill up a bit. And it's already doing it. Okay, I kind of like what our combat's doing. I like it. Let's go get this bandit over here.
I need to target something first.
So Slice and Dice is that's the power that gives us a 20% increased attack speed, basically starting at 9 seconds, and an additional 3 seconds for every combo point that you spend on it. Excuse me. So what I like to do, there's really no point in wasting more combo points on it than the length of time that your combat's going to be occurring. So I like to basically just spend my first 2 points. That pretty much guarantees that I'll have to slice and dice throughout the remainder of the combat. Some things you'll take out quicker. A lot of times you'll have a little bit of time left and you'll have to just pull your combo points after that for a good finishing move for Eviscerate. But I found spending 2 points usually suffices for most combats. And this says 2 points gives you 12 seconds. Okay, so that finishes our bears. So we protected the frontier. So now when we get back to Guard Thomas, we'll be able to turn in that quest. I think we'll make our way to Princess, and we'll just kind of fight things along the way. And in case you're wondering, I'm mainly just using the throw skill to open up combat, mainly just to kind of level it up. We don't really have a really good rogue opener just yet, like ambush or something like that, cheap shot. So until we have that, really just kind of fighting straight up, using my knives, opening up combat. That's what we're going to do. Once I get cheap shot though, that'll become pretty much my main bread and butter opener, especially with a sword rogue. The other option you can do is you can still get a couple of daggers and then make a macro, so you can equip your daggers, do an ambush for your opener for a big damage hit. Also builds up combo points, and then using the macro to re-equip your sword for the remainder of the combat. That's also an option too, but that's probably pretty advanced. With the sword rogue, I definitely don't have any problem using cheap shot. Cheap shot basically stuns the enemy for, I believe, 4 seconds. So that definitely helps for survivability too, because they're not hitting you while they're stunned.
I don't have a target.
I definitely like having the dual wield. Okay, we have discovered the Brackwell Pumpkin Patch. This is the home of Pumpkin, the prize-winning pig. So once again, getting ourselves further entangled into Elwynn Forest affairs. And there she is. There's Princess. So he's got an entourage, 2 level 7 pigs, and then her. Let's see if we can just take out one of these level 7s first, I guess. So we're taking some pretty good hits. Okay, the entourage is down. Now it's going to be close. There we go. We got Princess. Okay, we have a lot of Defias guys around here, bandits. Let's see if we can make our way back up to the road and we'll hook up with Guard Thomas. Already got a few things to sell.
Light be with you.
Protect the frontier. Thanks a lot for the help, Bentonis. Something in the forest must be making these animals so bold. Whatever it is, I hope it stays there. Alright. Couple silver. 2 healing potions.
Light bless you.
Alright, let's run into the logging camp. We'll get these additional quests that are available. And go ahead and sell all of our loot that we've got thus far. Okay, here is Sarah Timberlane.
Greetings.
Red linen goods. The Defias gang in Northshire wears burlap masks, but the Defias in Elwynn wear linen, which I can use to make fine linen goods. Bring me red linen bandanas, and I'll use them to fashion something for you. Defias gang members have camps pocketed throughout Elwynn.
Farewell.
Yes, we definitely know that. And then we have Supervisor Raylan down here in the camp.
You need something?
A bundle of trouble. I've got a real problem on my hands. I have a deadline looming for an order of lumber, and I'm running out of time. The wolves and bears north of here have chased my workers away from the bundles of wood that they've already chopped. I've already talked to Deputy Rayner about clearing the animals, but I need someone to go collect the wood for me.
Ready to work.
If you could collect 8 bundles of wood for me, I might just make my deadline.
Go with
course we
honor,
do.
friend.
Off I go then.
We could have been doing that while we were killing bears and prowlers, but that's okay. We'll just kill more bears and prowlers.
Hey there.
Well, we made some pretty good money in the auction house with some of this boar meat and stringy wolf meat. So we're definitely going to keep these things and head back to the auction house once I go back into town.
Safe travels.
All right, let's go see if we can find some of these bundles of wood. And definitely take out some prowlers while we're at it. think that paladin running around was probably snapping up some of these wood bundles. Trying to see if they've left me any of the wood bundles laying around here. Ooh, looks like the way might be open to go check on Rolf. Yes, run, run, run. Rolf's corpse, we found it. No murlocs in the area, so we need to hurry up here. Discover Rolf's fate. You find around the neck of the corpse a metal medallion inscribed with the words Footman Wolf Hartford. Now that you have both medallions, deliver them to Guard Thomas at the bridge so that he might know the fate of his murdered guards. Okay. Well, it's very unfortunate that Malachi and Rolf couldn't survive the murlocs. I'm sure we'll probably be back to exact some revenge very soon. But first, I have bundles of wood to carry. Alright, we have gathered the wood for the foreman.
All right. Off I go then.
Well met.
Excellent. Thanks to you, I should be able to complete the order in time. To show my gratitude, I'd like to offer some coin as compensation for your troubles. Thank you, and farewell.
Be careful.
Well, thank you. Next, let's run down by Guard Thomas and give him the unfortunate news about Rolf and Malachi.
Need help?
Report to Thomas. Hello, Bentonis. Have you discovered the fates of Rolf and Malachi? You have confirmed my fears, Bentonis. The Murlocs are a threat we cannot ignore.
For the Alliance.
Deliver Thomas's report. Tell Marshal Dugan of Malachi and Rolf's deaths, and report to him that the Murlocs of Eastern Elwynn cannot be contained by our current troop presence. I know we don't have many troops to spare, but hopefully Dugan can find someone.
Be careful.
Alright, we have our marching orders back for Goldshire. Okay, I think I am going to run back to Goldshire and finish up these quests. And probably go into Stormwind and sell some of this loot that we have in the auction house and make a little more coin. So I think I'm going to wrap up this video right here. So I thank you very much for checking out WoW Chill Immersion with me once again. For episode 4 with Bentonis, our human rogue. Hopefully come back to you guys very soon. I apologize for the disconnect that we had a bit earlier. But we will see what happens from here. And I hope you guys have a great week. See y'all later.